Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending where you might be listening to this video. I just want to use this opportunity to make myself clear and to say a few things I would want us to know. The southeast part of this country called Nigeria has been marginalized for years, for the past 60 years, if not for the past 100 and something years, since 1914. But the time have come. The time is now. There's nothing going on in this country called Nigeria that is working. And it's so obvious to everyone to see. It's so obvious that it can be hidden. They don't even hide it no more. Now, we who are being punished for doing nothing, but in every part of the country called Nigeria, the southeast people has had so many investment in different areas where they reside in this country, whether in the north, whether in the south, whether in the west, whether in the east. They always invest to make the place, just to make it as if it's theirs. They don't care. They don't have no barrier. They develop the place they live, they develop the place they do businesses, they develop the area, not minding the location, even as much as it's not even where they come from. They are the only ones who have been in this. Why I came here to say this is because God have given us a man, His Excellency Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who have really come to open our eyes for us to see, because I've come to know so much that I never knew that was going on. And likewise, many other people also have come to realize so many things that have been going on, which we have come to know at this time. And they have come to stand to make sure that things are done rightly. And that is why when things are still not being recognized and things are being going one-sided, whereby in this country they call Nigeria, it's only the Northerners, the Fulanese are the ones in charge in every aspect of leadership in the country, to the extent of ordinary police commissioner, even to the extent to ordinary police DPO. So we said it's okay, if that's what you want, no issue. Our leader decided, okay, let's have our own country called Biafra. Let's have our own. Self-determination is never a crime. It is your choice to decide where you want to be. If I don't want to be a Nigerian, I can say, I don't want to be a Nigerian. It's my right to say, I don't want to be part of it. And I go where I want to be. You can't force me to be where I don't want to be. You can't force people into marriage that is not working. And they are not being recognized in any form, in any way. So let's be where we need to be, or where we want to be. And that's how this struggle started for years now. Look at Anambra election that is coming in few days. Just for election. How many years have we been voting? How many years? Has it yielded any positive thing to the country, to us? You can come out and vote, be under the sun, all the stress, and make your vote as a reasonable Nigerian. But they go back and do what they want to do and put whoever they want to impose as the winner. And there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you go to court, you still can't do nothing about it, because they're in charge of the court. They are the owners of the court. They're the owners of the judiciary. So what can you do? Now, even that of Imo State Governor, people knows what happened. Somebody won, and they went to court and imposed the fourth position, somebody who is on the fourth position, to come and be the governor. And they sent out the real person that was voted for. So, and what did they do? What did anybody do? There's nothing you can do, because they are in charge. In as much as even the INEC was saying, this number you are saying is not what we have in our data. So it's not what we have in the data as the electoral body. But still, you say, whatever you're saying, this is who that will be the winner. This is who's going to be the leader, who's going to be the governor of Imo State. And that's it. So that was it. Now we are here to the drawing board again. Now, the leader of the movement, IPOB, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have been abducted for 4 months right now, which we believe he was betrayed by his own. We know, despite whatever they are trying to cover up, we know he was betrayed by his own. Now, he has been there for months. And before he went in, he said it over and over. There must be no election in Biafra land. Because since you tag people, they are terrorists. Terrorists don't vote. They don't participate in the electoral process. In any electoral process, terrorists do not participate in that. So why now are they forcing people to be part of the election they are trying to conduct in their own territory? Terrorists don't vote. So you don't conduct the election in their territory then. And our leader have said there must be no election. So, and ever since he was kidnapped and kept underground with the DSS, the people who are supposed to represent him, being the DOS, and the leader of the DOS, which is Chike Doziem, who's supposed to stand in his place to put things around and follow that principles which he has laid. From the onset till now, they have never done any of the principles he has laid, any of the command he has laid. Instead, they are doing the opposite, if not till tomorrow. The resources he has decided, the things he has said to put in place, they never did it. Instead, the real people who are really fighting for this cause, they are fighting against them. Instead of fighting the enemy, they are fighting against the real people who are in line with them, going for the same cause. Well, at the end of the day, they announce, okay, there must be a sit at home if Nnamdi Kanu is not released on the 4th, maximum on the latest on the 4th of November. If he's not released, there must be sit at home for 10 days. That is from the 5th till, from the 5th till, so not 14 days for a week, from the 5th till the 10th. On that day that he will have a date to appear in court again. So this is what Biafrans, okay, we follow this, but definitely there must be no election, which our leader said there must be no election. But meanwhile, the DOS never said there will be no elections. But they said there must be sit at home. Later they said they cannot say there will be no election. They only said there must be sit at home. So they don't have business with politicians or whatever election they are doing. They don't have business. So they can't mention anything regarding no election. They only said let there be sit at home from the 5th onwards till the 10th. Surprisingly, there came a shocking news that the DOS came to announce just about 2-3 hours to the commencement of the sit at home. To the commencement, about 2 hours or so to the commencement of the sit at home. Also, they came and announced there will be no more sit at home. And people are encouraged to do what? To go and vote. I thought they said they don't have business with politicians or electoral process. Why are they now changing that people can go and vote, that they are cancelling the sit at home? What reason? What is the reason for that? Just like that, we have over 70 million people. We are supposed to say things that they should know. You're coming to turn their mind and play with your heart. They are in full support of this, and you just come from nowhere and cancel it. And you think it's going to work. You think you can control 70 million people and make them fools. the thing I came to realize is that we don't know anymore about DOS. The Biafrans don't know anything about DOS. For information, DOS is never in charge of the Biafrans for a long time. And we know that there have never been a time the DOS supported this movement. There have never been a time the DOS have been for the Biafrans. They have been all against the Biafrans right from the beginning. Right from the first time they said it at home on Mondays, they came against it. And people, we are still doing it till tomorrow. Can you imagine? They came with this process of the other one, Independence Day, and then so many things. They have never been in support. Okay, this one also, they announced. They sat down, had their meeting, and they announced it. When they were announced it, didn't they think of people? They say there was no reason for them to cancel this. But because things have changed hand behind, some people's hands have been grazed, and the politicians are good in doing that. And how much is it? $20 million, $30 million, or whatever. They have to bow and let our leader rot and die. From intelligence, we've got to know that there have never been a time that in support for our leader to be released. The DOS, they don't expect him to come out. They are alive. Note this video I'm saying today. DOS never want our leader to be out today. A man that sacrificed his family, a man that sacrificed his friends. They came to his home and killed over 28 people in his house. A man that his parents have died because of this cause. A man that is still under the bondage up to tomorrow for his life. This man has his own family. What wickedness can be more than this? What kind of wickedness can be more exhibited than what we are seeing right now? The thing is, in as much as they have come to cancel this, in as much as they come with shame to cancel this sit at home, it's going to happen. There must be no election, and there must be sit at home. Let them come and change it. They are so eager of money. Last time he came to make a broadcast, he was talking about suspension, money account. That is all they care about. Bruce Fame was brought to Nigeria on the day of, throughout the time Bruce Fame have been coming to Nigeria from US. They have never been part of it. It is the Umuada that have been sponsoring Bruce Fame to come for the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have never done that. All the processes in line for the release of Mazi, they are never part of it. They are only eager for their salary and money making from them, from Biafrans, and from the politicians. Isichi Kedoziem, Isichi Nansa Nwoshi, and the rest of them in DOS, they are done. It's unfortunate they don't know. They think they are still in charge. Hey, they're still in charge. They cannot control 70 million Biafrans and make them fools because of their own personal gain. People have died. So many blood have been wasted. And people, they are staying in control of their home and feel that they are good to go. They can say whatever they want and you have to follow it. No, not in this 21st century. It doesn't work that way. We're going to stand against that, and so must it be. Whether they like it or they don't, so must it be. We have come to that line that we cannot go back. This is a point of no return. Look at the Nigerian government, how wicked they have been to the Southeast, to the Biafrans, to the Igbo people, the entire Biafrans. Look at the development process. What is going on? Look at the rate of currency. Look at the road, deplorable roads. Look at people. Everything is going down. Any business that has to do with the Easterners has been crushed. They closed your border for almost a year, and their own has been open. People are trooping in from northern part of other countries and coming in. No check and balances. But from the southern part, we are not part of it. And we want to engage and be on our own and resolve our issues. In as much as we have our own differences, let's handle it ourselves. They don't want us to go, and they don't want to take care of us. They don't want to do things they're supposed to do, and they don't want us to go. Then what do we want? And people entrusted to take charge from our leader who is under the lock and key of the DOS underground. They all think of for themselves. They don't think of tomorrow. They don't know that this movement is their life, our life. Today is the 5th of November, the beginning of Sistatum. Watch out, there must be compliances. People will be in their homes, and tomorrow being the election day, no one will be outside also. It will be like that till the 10th. DOS have no power. They can't do nothing. And anybody comes out, I'm sorry. You will not live to tell the story. You will never live to tell the story. Let the army, military, whatever, let them come. People have been kidnapped in the north, schools, people are praying in the churches in Kaduna. We were kidnapped a few days ago. Not in investigation. Plane was shut down in the north. Not in investigation because they don't care. They only care about those who are against them. We're not even against them. Let us be on our own. Do your thing, no issue. Take the whole money, do whatever, take the oil. Let's just be on our own. You still don't want us to go? Well, we'll see how it will end up. But the truth remains right now that DOS is not part of Biafrans. They are not for Biafrans. They are for the politicians, which will always grease their hands for them to gain their own personal gains, and not for the benefit of the Biafrans who have died, who have lost their life, families, and are still dying till tomorrow. They don't care. But the spirit of Biafra will visit them in due time, and they will live, and even that resources they're acquiring, that money they're acquiring, they will never enjoy it. You will hear the stories when it comes. You cannot fight the spirit of Biafra and go out, get away with it freely. It cannot happen. You will go and to the grave. You can never succeed. That is the truth. So, honestly, I thank you for your time to listen to this. But the truth remains, Biafra can never be divided. Biafra will remain the way it is, and we will forge ahead and ahead until they achieve what we want. And if anything happens to Mazi, they think that stopping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu means that that's the end of Biafra. It's not going to stop. It will never stop. It's unfortunate that they think it will be like that, but it's not going to be like that. Biafra must be restored. And very soon, it's going to happen very soon. Many of us don't know about it. Many of you have not seen it, but it will be restored very, very soon. Know it. If you like, don't believe it. But time will let you, you will see. Time will declare everything. But these people working against us, those guys in DOSs, it's okay. As Abacha also Agoma, you will know the truth when it comes. And whoever, both them and their freaking entire generations, will end up in doom, big time. Thank you, my fellow Biafrans. I wish you well, freedom fighters. God bless you all. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless all freedom fighters in the world. God bless you all, Biafrans. God bless Sunday Igboho. So God bless the true struggle, those who are struggling in truth, not in deceit. God bless you all. Thank you so much.